If you had to pick out just one player, although they're a fantastic team like you, who do you think could be dangerous?
Manchester?
Yes.
Paul Scholes. I would like to have this player with us. We would like to have this kind of players.
Are there any current or former players you wish you could have played with?
Paul Scholes.
Scholes was better than Steven Gerrard.
I was just about to say the next one would have been right behind it, very close, Stevie G. I have to go with Paul Scholes. And I love Stevie G, but I have to go with Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes was just a head in his head. He was making them tick. He was making Man United tick. Every time we were playing them, we needed to find a way to stop it.
I don't think, when you look at that youth team, I don't think it was Paul Scholes you would point to and say, that guy is going to play for 20 years in the team. I don't think people would do that. But he's nearly 20 years. He's done it nearly 20 years. Incredible.
After a game, you're trying to get a little bit of excitement out of him, saying, wow, Scholes, no other player in the world could have hit that, and you just doing my job.
Scholes with the most brilliant goal.
And that was his greatest quality, his humbleness and his ability just to keep his feet on the ground. And for him, it was just a game of football, and that's what he loved doing.
I think when you play with top players, they make it a lot easier for you. And playing with Scholes, he made the game a lot easier for you. I know he contributed towards a lot of my goals.
His kicking technique is incredible. He can kick the ball 40 yards. He's perfect. We've seen this so many times. He has an incredible shot as well.
I mean, his knowledge of the game, he was streets ahead thinking. He'd make it two-touch, control and pass and move, control and pass and move. Then they'd make it one-touch. So the ball you knocked it off. You watch Scholes, he's an artist then.
He's just top draw. Everything he does simple. He scores goals, scores tap-ins, scores headers, and I think he's up there with the best.
Scholes was a genius, absolute genius. He was a centre-forward's dream. He'd make a run and he'd put the ball perfectly in the half. He liked to tackle. He wasn't the best at timing his tackles, but he was a tough player. And any footballer you ask will always say Scholes was one of the best players.
He could do everything with the ball. He didn't lose the ball, could pass it short, pass it long, could score goals. Fantastic football player.
The Scholes! Oh! If you want a moment to sum up class and quality of Manchester United, there it is. Paul Scholes. Just an incredible story. Running out of time, running out of ideas, but a good ball end and the little man arrives, as he's done so often for the last 20 years or so, right on cue.
I played on the left wing for a good period of my career, and I would have loved him to be my midfield man. He had a peripheral vision which I've not seen for a long, long time, whereas he could be looking there, but he knows exactly what's going on there.
Very few players in this modern era stay with one club throughout their career. What made you want to stay with this club, and only this club?
It's the best club. I'm from Manchester. Why would I need to move? As long as I've been here and the managers want me to stay here, then that's enough for me. It's a massive club to play for. They've had so much success over the years as well that it's just it's a no-brainer.
Everybody wants a change, don't they, in their life sometimes? Have you ever got, I don't know, do you ever get bored by the routine of it?
No.
Never.
Bored of winning trophies, winning games every week. Well, most weeks. Who can get bored of that?
Giggs setting up. Paul Scholes! Oh, that is Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes. Going to get another, is he? Yes! Scholes! Magnificent! Trademark Paul Scholes finish. Scholes again! He can still do it! It's a vintage Paul Scholes moment.
You shy?
I think so, yeah.
You don't seem to take compliments very well. You don't...
No, I don't like compliments, no. I'd rather people have a go at me than
really?
give me compliments, yeah.
Why? You like...
Just to try and prove them wrong.
You like criticism?
I prefer criticism, yeah.
We always talk about Charlton, Best, Law, and then you get individuals as they come along. But I think Scholes will definitely be right up there in that bracket.
People talk about, you know, Xavi and Iniesta now. He's probably been the closest we've had to that type of player really in England.
Scholes is on your team. That team's winning. As simple as that. You just can't get the ball off him, and everyone knows that, and everyone knows that just give him the ball, you just lend him the ball, you'll get it back, or he'll keep it, or he's just what all great players have got, just time on the ball, and you think, how does he do it? And it's just, you just can't get near him. You just can't get near him.
I think consistency and what you get from Paul Scholes, I just think he's a brilliant all-round player. You asked Thierry Henry when he first came which players standing out for him, English players, and he picked someone like Scholes. He always talked about him. Good enough for Thierry, it's good enough for me.
Sure, and technically fantastic players. He strikes the ball so crisply, passing's fantastic, and he's like the silent assassin when the ball comes in the box. His goal-scoring record, you know, is fantastic.
Who sets this up? Who do you think? Paul Scholes. But look at that vision. Look at Scholes, look at that reverse pass. But it's that vision that's so important to Manchester United.
What a ball from Scholes. Just what a ball. Outside of the foot, vision. He has a picture of what's ahead of him.
Well on the ball, so gifted. It's a pleasure to watch him play. You just don't want to see his career come to an end. Let's catch a little heavy. Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, and he will run at Barcelona. Steps past Thierry, but not past Zambrano. Give it straight to Paul Scholes! What about that? What about that? And Scholes! Right on cue. Paul Scholes has produced an absolute thunderbolt. A screamer from Paul Scholes.
Well, I think he's got a personal claim on the goal of the season award, hasn't he, Paul Scholes?
And Scholes drives it! And Paul Scholes is the man who's come up with a perfect response here.
What a finish by a man absolutely bang in form.
What a magnificent finish. You just don't see those. Oh, and that's a cracking goal from Scholes. Yet another one from his locker of magnificent strikes.
Paul Scholes for Manchester United. Isn't that just typical of them? Isn't that just typical of him? Isn't it an extraordinary story? And a man who goes on another year and then another year and then another year. The man with the copper-coloured top just keeps running on and on and on.
Truly one of the greats of the Ferguson era.